Hi and welcome to the Nucleus Now channel. In this episode I will share a method with you which I use for connecting stuff together. I use it a lot and it is faster and more reliable than using thread and needle. I will demonstrate it by showing the details of a custom-made piece which I made for someone from the Dystopia Rising LARP, and it's this skirt. Okay, here we have it right here on the floor. One thing up front, when using thread, I'm using thick thread like this. Okay, it is possible to put it even through thicker materials. It holds pretty well, but not as well as what I'm about to show you. And what I'm about to show you are 3mm screws, applied at around 1 hand width. And this has various advantages to it. First of all, it's literally the most metal method of fixating your stuff. You have metal pieces holding your stuff together. It is, it's really hard to break this. Second, you can leave loops like this, so you can hang stuff down from what here is the main carrying belt. Or whatever purpose you have for loops like this, you can leave them, or you can use some additional thread to get rid of the gaps, just depending on your preference. And the important thing when using screws is using large washers. If you do not use large washers when connecting fabric pieces together with screws, then you run the risk of the screw just going right through it. That would suck, so use washers. Or make sure your screws have large heads, same as the nuts. There is no washer on this side because this nut is pretty big, so there is no need. This right here is the main clip of the skirt. Lots of tension goes there. This is why this screw is pretty large, and this washer as well. On the other side we have this bag, and it's permanently attached to the skirt, and you guessed it, also screws and large washers. It is of course important to use washers on both sides. So, it doesn't have to be super accurate or something like this, but just make sure that your screw gets a larger surface. On this bottom part right here, I have used not screws, but rivets. Rivets are pretty cool to use for connecting thinner pieces like this. It is really fast and fun to use. You also need washers when connecting pieces of fabric. You apply rivets by using a rivet gun. There are various tutorials on the internet about that, so I'm not going to make one especially for this, but I can completely recommend using a rivet gun. I got this one from my friend Phil. Thank you again, Phil. It is really cool. I've already used 1/4 of the supplied rivets just on this piece alone. Okay, this is pretty much it for this mini episode about using screws for connecting your post-apocalyptic stuff. Have fun modding, and until next time.